Hello, Internet. This is Rayden with Otakurabumon.
And I'm Azure.
And, weird thing, I don't know, it was really weird. In the comments section, someone with the exact same name as Azure, and it's just a really weird coincidence, said that we need to have 4 more years of Azure, so I guess that's what we're doing. So that's why he's here today.
Yeah, you're all stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Yep, I guess that's the way things are gonna go. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about the Ghost in the Shell movie, which we recently went to the theater. Date night, right?
I don't talk about. I went to go see it. You just stalked me over there.
Yes, I did. I stalked him. He didn't like it. But yeah, we went to see the movie, and your thoughts?
I think they tried making too much of an origin stories without really having it add up to anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that they really played the origin story hard, like way too hard. I feel like they were trying way too hard to like make something different, but then at the same time they were calling back to the anime. What do you think?
I think that if they kept the Ghost in the Shell name off of it and just used it as a completely original idea, they would have done a better job at it then.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I think that, the art style and everything was really good. I enjoyed the art style. I thought that everything was handled with, extreme care. It's just the story was kind of meh. They kind of did this whole thing where, it was kind of the same. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they had the same kind of cliches, and they were like hitting all that stuff that every sci-fi movie has. They didn't seem like they did anything different from your normal standard sci-fi.
Well, I mean, then again, as a live-action film, there's only so much you can do, so you are going to have to use some tired techniques just to make sure that the movie can keep going in the direction you want to go.
Yeah. So, what do you think of all the whitewashing in the video, in the movie? Like all of the white people that were in there.
Well,
You mean like what I mean is the white people, as in Scarlett Johansson, and then all the Japanese people around her.
well, I mean, obviously the focus was going to be Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And,
I just. Go ahead.
well, I mean, wasn't Bato also white?
Yeah, I don't know. He had like an accent that like he could have been. I don't know, like not Asian, but like in kind of a mixed, a mix. I don't know what. It was hard to tell, to be honest.
Now the chief they got dead on.
Yeah,
with
they
his character.
they did a really good job with the chief. If you guys go to see the movie, just go for the chief, because that was the best part. That guy is awesome, and they did a really good job, even though he wasn't really in it that much.
No.
Yeah, I thought that they did a really good job with the characters. I just felt like the story was kind of like I've seen this before, or this is like the same origin story told a million times over.
Another problem is that they tried making the bad guy too much like the Laughing Man, but also a victim himself.
Yeah, they were obviously putting the Laughing Man in that character, like he was supposed to represent what like some of the Laughing Man, but it was done like so horribly that I don't even think he needed to be in there, to be honest. I don't know. It was just a mixed bag of stuff.
Oh, and the prototype Tachicomas.
Oh yeah, the you're talking about the spider tanks. Yeah.
We all know that's supposed to be the Tachicomas.
Oh yeah, the spider tanks were bad. They were really bad. They didn't get any of the design right, and the way that they were used was just bad. I was hoping to see them in there as like their own entity, but yeah, when they were like used as basically just like another army equipment thing. It was really sad.
That's another thing. All it was just another tool. It didn't have any type of AI or anything. It was purely remote controlled.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're obviously we're touching on spoilers here. If you didn't already notice, so these are slight spoilers, but spoilers nonetheless. I guess we could say that we're going into really spoiler territory. So I'll put that at the start of the video. But point being is that there were dumb parts of the movie that didn't make sense. Like just really, like the whole thing with Scarlett Johansson being the Major, this more weak version of the Major.
Yep.
It felt like she was not a strong, independent woman, but mainly someone who was constantly looking over their back. You know?
Let's see. Another thing that I had a problem with the Major is, why did she have to strip down every time she wanted to go invisible?
Yeah, they so they have her get naked a lot, but it's like, you know, it's not even the nudity that you'd even want. It's like, you know, just like this fake nudity. And I think they did it just for, like, you know, a sex appeal or whatever, because they have that they have that actress or whatever. But it was done in a dumb way, because she could get invisible by being naked, but everyone else could get invisible by wearing clothes. So it didn't make sense.
Stupid.
Yeah, I think one of the things that annoyed me the most is that, like, they were touching on the anime and the movie, and they were, like, you know, throwing in, like, tidbits of, like, hey, remember this? This is cool. Remember this from the anime? But, like, then they would just completely change it. Like, they would change it up and throw in, like, these movie parts that made absolutely no sense with the anime. And they were mixing it all together in this bag of, like, when it came out, it felt like, you know, some of it was good because it was from the anime, but other parts were just, like, cringy. And how many times did they say Ghost in the Shell? Like, how many fucking times did they say Ghost in the Shell? Too many. That's the answer.
I mean, I'm sorry, but you don't have to reference your own name in your own series.
It's like almost as if they didn't want people to get confused. Like, what is Ghost in the Shell? What could they possibly mean?
It's like you're a ghost in a shell.
Yeah, it's really weird. And that's another thing that really annoyed me, was the whole origin story of how she was attacked and she lost her body and stuff. None of that made sense. So they went ahead and, spoilers, they were attacked as kids. They were attacked as kids when they were hanging out in this, like, a Japanese shrine thing. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that in this Japanese shrine thing, it was like they weren't endangering anyone. They weren't, like, causing trouble. They were doing nothing. They were literally just running away from technology. And so the government's like, yeah, let's take those assholes and let's turn them into robots. Like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I could see if they were, like, you know, like a united force of, like, you know, like something like Final Fantasy's Avalanche or something. You know, something like that. But it was literally just kids that ran away from home that lived in, like, a broken down shrine that said, you know, fuck the police. And that was it. And then they captured them, turned them into robots. Made no sense. That was stupid. And I didn't like how they focused on her, like, it was mostly about her humanity. And they just nailed it in that she was a robot constantly. You know?
There were too many parts in there where she always just questioned, you know, am I really human? Is this really my life from now on? Mm-hmm.
And she never did that in the anime. She wasn't whining about it. And there were times where she would kind of be like, oh, I kind of realize that, you know, there's similarities, but I'm also the Major. And did you notice that she was never the Major in there? Like, she was never in control.
No, she wasn't.
She was never like she never commanded anyone. She defied orders constantly.
Major never does that.
Yeah, and she was just like literally what I said, which this is hilarious, by the way. It's actually really dumb, but the movie was literally a shell without a ghost.
Yep.
It was pretty. It was awesome. The action was amazing, and like the style was just perfect. It was the perfect Ghost in the Shell movie, minus the story.
Yep.
And character development. The characters really didn't take off at all.
You only got slight development on the Major, on Bato, and you see the others here or there, but they don't even make an impact.
Yeah, it was like there was no point in having the other team, like the other parts of the team. It was literally sometimes Chief, mostly the Major, and sometimes Bato. And that was it. Well, Bato was there a lot, but you know what I mean. It was kind of like that.
And thinking of Bato, you also get to see how he ended up with his accident to gain the eyes that he uses in the anime.
Which, you know, I'm fine with that. I think that's okay, in a sense. But like, I think it would have also been better if they would have just started with him having bad eyesight.
Because I'm sorry, but the way they did it is just so damn retarded.
Yeah, it was really dumb. What was it? It was like an
explosion.
He saw an explosion. He saw an explosion, and it's like, oh my god, that like it blew my eyes because it was so amazing.
No. See. This is how it goes down. He walks in the room. Major trips a trap, pushes him down, and then the explosion only affects his eyes. Nothing else.
Nothing
else. Only
else.
Hits his eyes.
Only his eyes. It doesn't hit his face. It doesn't scar him. It doesn't like leave any lasting impression. Whatever. It was his eyes. That's it. No, that makes a lot of sense. And you know, one of the things that really bothered me is that they played it off as like these enhancements that humans get were mostly like they're done because they want to be enhanced, but I always saw it in the anime as like people who got into accidents had their limbs replaced and stuff. It wasn't people who just said, hey, you know what, I'm drunk and stupid, I'm gonna go get my arm chopped off and replace it with the cybernetic. Like, it was dumb how much they had it like these people wanted to like replace their organs.
I think in the beginning, when the only pure human character in the team was talking about these enhancements, one of the members actually said that he had his liver enhanced just so he can drink more.
Yeah, and it's just like, really? Like, this is dumb. Like, this is not... I mean, yeah, there would be people that did that in the future if this ever happened. I understand. But I don't think that many people would be like, hey, I want to be opened up and have life-threatening surgery performed on me just so I can drink more. That's dumb. That would never happen.
It would cost more than an arm and a leg.
Yeah, the arm and the leg they're taking. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is one of those things. Like, if you go and watch it, it was alright. What would you give it for a score?
Well, because of the Ghost in the Shell title within it, I would have to say 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I like for a Ghost in the Shell movie, like actual Ghost in the Shell, I would give it somewhere around 4 out of 10 too. But for a movie on its own, if you know nothing about Ghost in the Shell, you're not going to be butthurt over something like this. I would give it like maybe a 7 out of 10 for like its own movie.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't that bad of a movie. It just wasn't the Ghost in the Shell movie that we wanted. That's what I felt.
It wasn't the Ghost in the Shell movie we deserved.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Ghost in the Shell movie they decided, here, you can take it whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and it sucks because I felt like there was so much potential. But Breaking news, it was announced the other day that Ghost in the Shell is getting another anime because of the movie. So at least that came of it. So,
question is, will that be better than Arise?
well, the thing is they have the original. The guy who worked on Standalone Complex is working on it. So,
Okay, well that might help it out then.
yeah, I've never seen Arise, but I've heard it's good. I think.
I heard that it wasn't good.
Oh, well, I thought that it was good. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. I've never seen it. But I think we should wrap this up. Yeah, if you want to go see the movie, go for it. It's okay. It's all right. It's not the Ghost of the Shell movie that you'd probably want to see, but for a movie with friends, it's fine.
I would say that it is worth one watch, whether you're a fan of the series or not.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of want to see.
I mean, you want the experience of at least seeing what their take on a live action, movie of the series would be.
Yeah, I mean, it's really pretty. So, I mean, at least it has that. It never keeps you bored. I wasn't checking my watch.
Oh yeah, you'll keep your eyes on the entire time.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just the story. That's pretty much the only thing I can say bad about it. Story was bad.
Now, for any of you who's already seen it, feel free to put down your opinions about it down in the comments below.
Yes, let us know if you agree with us or if you don't agree on us. Angrily type it into the comment section. We look forward to it.
Like, dislike, doesn't matter to us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We want your opinion though. So yeah, and if you are new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to keep up to date with what we're posting, hit the notification bell so that you can keep up to date with everything. And I think that's it. So,
as I always say in the very few videos I'm actually in, feel free to share this video with everyone that you think would be interested, even with people you don't think would be interested, because you never know.
just share the video. That's all. That's all you gotta do.
Thank you for your time.
Yep. Bye.
Goodbye.